Do you have an exotic that you love to use, but it's just not meta? That's why we're starting this series, Neglected to Effective, where we take unpopular exotics and see if we can turn them into something special. We'll determine if the exotic should remain unpopular, or if it's secretly viable. Welcome to Neglected to Effective. Alright, welcome to the first episode of Neglected to Effective. The way this is going to work, today I just used a randomizer to select Khepri's Sting. For future videos, I'll randomly select a comment for a suggestion on an exotic to use. Try to choose exotics that don't get much love, that aren't too popular, and we'll see if we can make an effective build out of it. And if there aren't too many comments or opinions on what exotic to use, I'll just continue to use the randomizer. So for today's build, we have Khepri Sting. If you're unfamiliar, punching someone with full melee energy will instantly cast Smoke Bomb. And keep in mind that this works with grapple. And then your Smoke Bombs deal increased damage. This is a 50% damage increase. And then they regenerate more quickly when stuck to a surface. This is a 500% increase. And they also grant True Sight after damaging a target. And I really want to lean into weakening targets, so we're going to be using Buried Bloodline. If you're unfamiliar, multiple final blows grant Devour, and I believe it's 4 final blows. And if you kill one elite, then it will instantly grant Devour. And then while we have Devour active, the weapon's going to weaken on hit. And to take advantage of all the weakening that we're going to be doing, we're going to be using Expanding Abyss. Void sources to increase damage to weaken targets. So that includes our Void weapons. We're going to be using a Void Heavy as well. And then that includes our Smoke Bomb. Our Smoke Bomb is going to be doing more damage as well, I believe. And then we have Void Hegemony. While we have a Void or Prismatic subclass, feeding weakened targets grants an Overshield. And we're going to be doing that all the time. So we're going to have a lot of Overshield. And to take advantage of having Overshield, we'll be using Shield Crush. Our melee is going to recharge faster and do increased damage. And then we're also going to be using Radiant Orbs. So when we pick up an orb, we'll become Radiant, do more damage. And then while we have Radiant, our Grenade's going to recharge faster and deal more damage. And so our Grapple combo of just grappling in there, dropping the Smoke Bomb, it's going to be doing good work there. For our subclass, we're going to be using obviously the Grapple and the Smoke Bomb. But for our aspects, we have Stylus Executioner. Defeating targets affected by any elemental debuff grants invisibility, and that's going to be pretty much all the time. And then after performing a Stylus Execution, your next melee attack while invisible weakens targets. So just another way to weaken our targets there. Now we're going to be using Gunpowder Gamble. Defeating targets with abilities or elemental debuff damage will charge up the Gunpowder Gamble, and we're going to be doing that frequently as well. And then for our fragments, we have Faceted Protection. I like this in all my builds. It's just free damage resist. I believe it's 15%. And then Faceted Purpose. This is an elemental survivability buff based on our equip super. We're going to be using Silence and Squall, so we'll be getting Frost Armor, which will also help with Shield Crush to give us that melee recharge and increase damage. And then we're going to be using Facet of Hope. While we have an elemental buff, our class ability regenerates more quickly, and this is a 60% regeneration increase. And we're going to be using Gambler's Dodge so we can get our smoke back quicker. So we have multiple sources to get our Smoke Bomb back. And then we have Faceted Balance. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy, and then defeating targets with darkness damage grants grenade energy. Just another way to get our Smoke Bomb and our grapple back quicker. And then we have Faceted Bravery. Grenade final blows grant volatile rounds, and then powered melee final blows grant unraveling rounds. And keep in mind that grapple counts as both. So just with one kill of our grapple, we'll be getting unraveling and volatile. And to take advantage of that, we're going to be using a Strand Pulse Rifle. I have one with Slice and Hatchling. You can use whatever strand weapon that you'd like. Actually, like I might swap it out. Who knows? Just use whatever strand weapon you'd like. And then our Buried Bloodline, it's going to have volatile rounds. It's going to be applying Weaken. It's going to have that increased damage from Expanding Abyss. It's going to be doing work. And we're going to be getting health on each kill. And we're going to be getting Overshields. So a lot of good things working together for this build. For the mods on our armor, this is what we're looking at. We have Powerful Attraction. When we dodge, we'll pick up orbs. Reaper for an orb on kill after we dodge. And then Bomber to reduce our grenade cooldown when we use our class ability. Recuperation for health when we pick up an orb. Innervation for grenade cooldown on orb pickup. Void Weapon Surge, so our Void weapons are going to be even doing more damage. And then we just have damage resistance mods on our chest piece. Firepower for orbs on our grapple, and then focusing strike for class ability energy when we cause damage with a powered melee attack, and momentum transfer for melee cooldown when we do damage with a grenade. Then we have void siphon for orbs on our void weapon final blows, and special ammo finder just to make sure that our buried bloodline is good to go. And I believe that covers everything for the build. Enjoy the gameplay, and yeah, let's have fun. All right, we have the Hydroponics Delta Master Lock Sector, Overcharge Rock Launcher, Solar and Arc Surges, Void Threat, and then Barrier and Unstoppable Champions. And then for our weapons, we're obviously using Buried Bloodline, and then we're using a Strand Pulse with Slice and Hatchling, Edge Transit, and then obviously Khepri Sting. Alright, just gonna start off some Buried Bloodline action. Grapple in, drop our smoke, shoot that real quick, get our smoke back. Like I just did this Lost Sector. Guess there's only a few in the rotation. Let's weaken him. Be ready to stun. And then we'll use some heavy. Gotta reload, then I'm gonna shoot that. Pop Transcendence. Get Devour going. Use our finisher. Nice. Alright, we'll use our grapple here. Gotta be careful of those turrets. Take care of them real quick. Up our super. Light him up with heavy. Get our smoke back. Thought I had my grapple, but we just barely got gunpowder gamble. Alright. Pop Transcendence here. Oops. Just need one more shot on that. There we go. Nice. There's someone hiding. There we go. Alright, so far so good. This was a lot of fun. Alright, we'll start off some of these champions. Looking for the other one. We'll use our super. I want to get Devour going again. There we go. I did a lot of damage to that champion from our grapple just because he was frozen. So much going on the screen. I think that's the quickest I've done that last sector. That was fun. This build's a lot of fun. Hope you guys like it. Hope you can see the potential. Like I said, Khepri's obviously not meta, but just goes to show that you can make a not so often used exotic good in the right build, especially Prismatic. Prismatic is just so good. Hope you guys like the build. The build link is down in the description. Like and sub go a long way, and I will see you guys in the next video.